Yeah, what we know is that in the area of Hawara in the West Bank, one of the entrances to the West Bank city of Nablus, at an army position, a Palestinian assailant armed with a knife tried to stop the Israeli soldiers there. They reacted very quickly and neutralized the terrorists, who seems to be wounded.
And Pierre, just going back to what we saw last night, tell us about the sense you get, the feel you get being on the ground there now after those clashes yesterday.
Well, East Jerusalem is waking up in a state of shock, in a sense. And you have right now municipal workers who've been collecting the stones that have been thrown at the Israeli police forces by the Palestinian rioters. And just here is the entrance to the cemetery where Walid al-Sharif, this young Palestinian who succumbed to his wounds, was buried. And the cemetery itself, the Al-Mujahideen cemetery, was the scene of very violent rioting, with fireworks launched at the police forces and stones. And you can see also here municipal workers that are lifting marble slabs that were probably thrown at the police forces. Scenes which are very harsh, very violent, and who are probably even more violent, according to what we've seen on the footage, than the worst rioting last year, which led to Israel's military operation against Hamas in Gaza.
And Pierre, just amid all these recent attacks that we've been seeing, the tensions in Israel and the West Bank, how do you think police are handling themselves, and how are they preparing for what's to come as well?
I think that the police is, and that's also the commentary of many commentators, is that the police has used maybe disproportionate force against Palestinians, especially during funeral rites. There was the funeral of Shirin Abu Akleh on Friday, which almost toppled, the police forces almost toppled the coffin. And this time again, when we know that funeral rites bring about religious fervor, there was a harsh hand by the police, and the result is what we see now, with more than 50 Palestinians wounded, and the Palestinians using that as an excuse to provoke more rioting.
Right.